Would you just look at it? Would you just look at it? What's up, bros? It's been a minute since I've seen you guys. I took a little bit of break for Christmas and New Year's. And by a little bit of a break, I mean I got Corona, so that was nice. I've seen a ton of you guys commenting on these videos as well as on my Instagram account, like, when is this thing gonna be done? Where are we at with the Cayman? Well, this is where she's at. She's underneath the car cover and she's been sitting. The weather has not been too great, and when the weather was good, I was sick. So yeah, let's get this thing uncovered and try and make some progress on this thing today. The battery is, I know it's been sitting for like 2 months now, so I know the batteries can be dead. What do you guys think of my freaking ratchet strap job just to get this thing to not fly off? This is like a huge thing. I think I need to like figure out a way to build a car cover for wide body cars, because I can never find a car cover, one, that fits, and two, that won't fly off. It gets extremely windy here, and nothing keeps this thing on, except for this. Look, it hasn't fallen off, but it looks ridiculous. So get this thing on. Here she is. This thing's probably gonna be so upset. It's already so dead. Stick this thing on. Oh, it's not happy. This is not happy. Where are the keys? Oh, it's not happy. This thing has been dead forever. Look at this thing. It is literally, it's dead. It's at 0. Okay, so this is gonna have to sit in charge for a little bit before I can even get it on. Well, in the meantime, let me kind of show you guys what I've done, and I don't know what I've been thinking. So something that's really been racking my brain has been mounting the side skirts. There's probably a bunch of you guys out there who know way more than I do, and I would love to hear it in the comments down below what you guys think and what you guys think I should do. I've mounted this entire kit without using any hardware being exposed. With that being said, I could not figure out a way to mount the side skirt without putting a bolt straight through the side of it and leaving one bolt exposed, and that for me was just kind of eating me alive. I've done all this work to not show any hardware mounting with the wide body kit whatsoever. Why should I, you know, why should I stop there? You know, I guess, I don't know, like, I would like to mount the side skirts without having to drill a bolt through it. This is kind of what I came up with. I've made this fiberglass skin of the door jamb as a flange that I can bond to the side skirt. So the idea is I'm going to put a bolt right here, probably one in the middle, and I will be able to hang the side skirt and bolt it in the door jamb, because when the door closes it doesn't hit right here. The process and what I'm thinking is that I'm going to trim this up, bolt it actually to the car, and then I have, which again, you guys can tell me if you think this is the right way to do this or not. I bought this, some 3M panel bond. This stuff is what they use to like seal panels together, OEM from the factory. So I have no doubt that this is going to be strong. However, I don't know if this is like the proper way to do this. It says it can mount fiberglass to fiberglass, fiberglass to metal, metal to metal, anything really. So the idea is, like I said, I built these flanges, and what I'm going to do, so I know that this is on here perfectly, is I'm going to bolt this to the car like this right here after I'm done trimming it up and making it look nice. And then I'm going to send some self-tapper screws through this and through the side skirt itself to bond the side skirt in this together. And then what I'm going to do is pull it back off, put some panel bond down this entire door jamb right here on this part, bolt everything back together, and then let it cure. Do a little bit of body work to mold it over and make it look good. It's literally been racking my brain for probably months now. How to mount these side skirts without exposing hardware. Every single way that I've tried, I have not been happy because there are panel gaps, and I just am not satisfied whatsoever having panel gaps. Comment down below. You guys tell me what I need to do. or what I should do, other methods I can look at doing. I'm gonna try this and I'm gonna let you guys know if it works. If it does, it'll be an awesome way to make flanges to bolt side skirts like seamlessly and without having panel gaps. What do you guys think? Looks pretty good. Well, bros, if you guessed it, it didn't freaking work. I thought this idea was so good. It should have worked. I don't know what to do and how to mount this side skirt without any bolts showing. And I'm like adamant about no bolts showing on this car. No bolts, don't want to see them. I want it to be seamless, flush, and I want it to not have bolts showing. Yeah. RIP, slumped and stuck. And you know, I want to tell you guys about all my failures because I want to be really transparent on this channel so that you don't have to go through the same things, or that you guys can help me get better, you know? Before we like move to the next part, I know tons of you guys are going to be like looking at this video and be like, bro, you literally just showed the solution 5 seconds ago when you had that panel bond in your hand. And I'm like, I get it. I know I could use the panel bond to put this onto the car, like grind that down and literally bond the side skirt to the car. My issue is I just don't like bonding fiberglass permanently to metal, because metal will flex and hold its shape way better than fiberglass will. If the fiberglass bends or anything like that, more often than not, it will crack. And then it makes it super difficult to pull off and repair if the fiberglass does break, if it does hit the ground, because the fiberglass side skirt will be one of the lowest things to the ground. If I hit a speed bump or something and I don't know, something breaks, I really don't want to have to rip off everything with the panel bond, grind down this whole thing, and then bond it to the car, which is why I want to make it modular. Maybe that's a stupid idea. Maybe there's no way for me to get around doing that. I have no idea. Woo! Look at this. The door is shut, this thing is in here, and when I pull it off, it's bolted on here. I figured it out. So I'm just a little bit stupid. I hate to admit this. Remember in the beginning of this video I was saying the car battery is dead. Well, because this is a coupe, the window is supposed to retract when you open the door and shut it so that it like seals and opens properly. Because the car was dead and the battery like wasn't connected, the window wasn't doing this thing. Look at when I open it, see how it goes down? And then I shut it, and then window goes up. It wasn't just doing that. So the door was getting hung up on the window, and as soon as I like reconnected it and made the thing function correctly, look it closes and shuts perfectly, and it's bolted. This idea is gonna work. All right, so we've done a little bit of backtracking, but this freaking side skirt is on here, mounted, firm, no panel gaps. Look at this. So I have bolted this side skirt to the car. I've made a bunch of holes on here. The first time wasn't right, unfortunately, so I did it again. I just wanted to make sure this was perfect. And this is gonna work out so well. Look at this. This is so sick. 2 bolts right here, hanging this side skirt on. It's gonna be phenomenal. So now that these bolts are in here, I can take off this entire side skirt, prep the thing, put the 3M panel bond on there, bolt it all back together, and this thing should be stout. I'm stoked. This works so well. I'm so excited. Definitely want to hear from you guys if you think this is a good thing now, if it's starting to work. It's seeming like it's starting to work. So let me know if you guys think this is a good idea. It is time to panel bond these two things together. I'm a little bit nervous. This says it has a 90-minute working window. It's a little bit colder. It says optimally that I would like to be used at 73 to 75 degrees consistently. It's 64. It says it can cure as low as 40 degrees, so it should be fine. We have our fiberglass flange that we built. This is bolted to the car still. We have our side skirt right here. What it says, to get the best bond, it says to do a primer layer. So a base coat on it says the host panel and the applying panel. So this panel would have a primer level and this one would as well. And then we're gonna lay a bead across it when we mate them together. They said it's best to prime it, which is to get some coming out of the nozzle first so it comes out evenly. I'm gonna use this for, okay. I don't know if that was a good idea. They said to do that, and now I'm a little bit regretting that decision because it's going everywhere. Okay, so apparently you just put it on like this, and now we squeeze. It's supposed to mix it all together. I'm just gonna squeeze. Okay, that's our primer layer. I'm gonna do that right here, and I'm gonna do this one. Okay, now I'm gonna take this glove off. Can you come here? I'm ecstatic. I think this is gonna work. I think this was an amazing solution that I had figured out. And as you guys just witnessed, we panel bonded this thing together.
That's right.
We panel bonded this thing together. The next thing is just hoping that it holds. I'm pretty sure, like I'm almost 100% positive that this panel bond will be more than strong enough to hold these two pieces together just indefinitely for the rest of their life. They're gonna be permanently bonded together. We just have to wait for it to cure, back these screws out, sand everything down, fill the holes. Made it seem like it's a little bit of work, but there's quite a bit of work left to do. But the big thing here is these will be mounted with no screws in the side, hanging under their own weight, which will just be the biggest win, to have a modular side skirt with no exposed hardware. Like, I'm stoked on that. What do you think? Do you think it's gonna work?
I hope so, because I don't want to do this again.
Well, we're gonna have to do it again for the other side. Got everything cleaned up, car's sitting on the ground. Now we just gotta play the waiting game and let this thing cure. I'm feeling really good about this one. Catch you tomorrow morning. It's the next day. This has had 24 hours to cure. It's pretty freaking good. This is all nice and hard. You can see the excess overspill that came out from squeezing it together. What I want to do is back out these 4 screws. We will see if this kind of warps at all. If I pull out these screws and it wants to bend any type of way, then we'll have a little bit of body work to do, but at least it'll be mounted with no bolts. So. All right, I am super excited. I'm ecstatic to let you guys know that I finally figured out a solution. This does work. You can build a fiberglass flange of your door jamb and panel bond your 2 fiberglass pieces together. This shit, it works. The bolts are out, people. No more bolts holding this side skirt on, except for in the door jamb. We'll get some nicer bolts to go in right here, but this thing is freaking mounted. Let's close this door perfectly. No door gaps. Most importantly, no freaking panel gaps and no bolts. Yes. Now all that's left is to do the other side, and then obviously there's tons of body work that needs to happen to smooth this all out and make it look good and fill those little holes, but that's super easy. It's just time consuming. I think I'm calling it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate all the comments that you guys had left down below for solutions that I know that you guys have given me already. I haven't seen them, but I know you guys are out there giving them. I appreciate it. I'm definitely gonna look through them. And for those of you out there wanting to know, this works. So yeah, huge shout out to every one of you guys watching these videos and making them possible. I appreciate everybody. If you guys like these videos, let me know. Give this video a like because I think that it does something. And subscribe to catch more videos of me doing the other side and freaking finishing this thing now that I've figured out how to mount the side skirts. I'm so excited. All right. That's it. I'll catch you guys next week. I'm out of here. Peace.